Once upon a time, in the peaceful kingdom of Lumeria, there ruled a wise and kind queen named Seraphina. Her castle shimmered with light, and her gardens bloomed year-round. The people adored her not only for her beauty but for her heart. She listened, helped, and ruled with fairness. But Queen Seraphina carried a deep loneliness. Years ago, her parents had died suddenly, and she had been crowned at a young age. Power had surrounded her with advisors, soldiers, and servants, yet not a single true friend. She often sat by her window at night, gazing at the stars, whispering,
"I have everything a queen could want, and yet my heart feels empty."
Her people saw her as perfect. But perfection, she knew, was a crown far heavier than gold. One day, while walking through her rose garden, Queen Seraphina heard a soft voice singing behind the tall hedges. It was Liora, a young servant girl who sang to calm her heart while tending to the flowers. The queen listened quietly. The melody was filled with longing and hope, emotions that touched the queen's heart deeply. Seraphina stepped forward and said, "You sing beautifully. Tell me your name." Liora knelt quickly, frightened.
"Forgive me, Your Majesty, I didn't know you were here." "You remind me of who I once was before I wore this crown."
From that day on, Seraphina would often invite Liora to her private garden. They talked, laughed, and shared thoughts about life beyond the palace walls. And then, one evening, under the moonlight, the queen shared her greatest secret. "I did not become queen by fate alone," she whispered. "Someone close to me betrayed my parents, and I have never found who it was." Her eyes glistened.
"If the truth comes out, it could destroy everything."
Liora promised, hand on heart, "Your secret is safe with me, my queen." And for the first time, Seraphina felt the warmth of trust. Days turned to months, and the queen began to see Liora not as a servant but as a sister. She shared her thoughts, her joys, and her fears. Liora became her shadow, her confidant, her only real companion. But whispers spread across the palace. The royal advisor, Lord Cassian, noticed how the queen's attention had shifted. Jealous and suspicious, he cornered Liora one night and offered her riches. "Tell me what the queen hides," he said softly, "and I shall make you the lady of the court." Liora's heart trembled. The thought of a better life tempted her. But she remembered the queen's kindness, the warmth that had changed her life. She refused and walked away. Still, Cassian was cunning. He planted lies in the court, saying Liora had betrayed the queen's secret. When word reached Seraphina, her heart shattered. She summoned Liora in front of the entire court.
"Did you speak of what I told you?" "I swear upon my life I did not, my queen." "Trust once broken cannot be mended so easily. I order you to leave the castle."
And just like that, the queen lost the only person she truly trusted. The castle grew silent. The queen stopped walking in the gardens. She stopped smiling. Her laughter, once the music of Lumeria, faded into echo. Nights were colder than before, and guilt gnawed at her. She began to dream of her parents, their faces fading, whispering words she couldn't fully hear. In her dream, her mother's voice said, "A heart closed by pain cannot see the truth before it." Meanwhile, Liora lived far away in a small cottage. Though she was innocent, she carried no anger. Instead, she prayed each night that the queen would find peace and the truth. One stormy evening, the queen fell gravely ill. Cassian, the advisor, took advantage of her weakness to seize control of the kingdom. But news of this reached Liora. Without hesitation, she rushed back to the palace despite her exile. She fought her way through guards and reached the queen's chambers. Holding her hand, she whispered,
"I never betrayed you. I came to save you, my queen." Who her true friend has been all along.
Liora uncovered the advisor's treachery, his forged letters and hidden plans. Before the royal court, she presented the evidence. Cassian was stripped of his title and banished from Lumeria forever. Queen Seraphina, now recovered, called Liora before her people and said,
"She was my servant, but today, she is my friend. She kept her promise even when I failed mine."
Later that night, Seraphina confessed, "The truth I once feared has finally freed me. My parents were betrayed, yes, but by fear, not by love. And love has redeemed me." The two women stood beneath the same moon where they once shared a secret. But this time, there was no fear, only light, the kind that shines when the heart learns to forgive.